Hello, I'm Dr. Jim Taylor, and welcome to Prime Business Alert. This segment of Prime Business Alert focuses on the qualities of a prime leader. In my work with CEOs and other business leaders throughout the world, as well as top coaches and professional and Olympic athletes, I've identified 10 qualities that I found to be woven without exception into the very fabric of these highly successful individuals. If you look at business leaders who you admire, I'm sure you'll also see these attributes in them. Number 1. Prime leaders have a strong sense of their own identity, their unique qualities, capabilities, and contributions. In other words, who they are, what they can do, and what they have to offer their industry. Identity acts as the foundation upon which vision, values, strategy, goals, and efforts are derived. Identity is grounded in its links to the past. Where did I come from? It's also tethered to its links to the future. Where do I want to go? A simple way to begin to establish your identity is to complete the following sentence. My passion and purpose in life is to... Now you fill in the blank. Number 2. Prime leaders don't dwell on their present successes, nor do they wait for their future successes to arrive. Instead, they have a far and wide vision of what success means to them and how they can accomplish their unique view of success. Prime leaders look far into their futures in their crystal balls, see clearly what they want to accomplish, and then make that future a reality. Their vision also has great breadth, with which they can see the extensive range of opportunities that present themselves, and from which they can choose. This vision affords prime leaders a clear and defined path to success. Number 3. At the heart of prime leaders is a deep and enduring passion for what they do. They don't do what they do for the money or the fame or the power, though most certainly enjoy those perks, but rather because they simply love what they do. This passion is the basis for both their success and their happiness. They're successful because their passion drives them to put in voluminous amounts of time and energy into their work. They're happy because they're doing something that they absolutely love to do. This passion enables them to get up every morning and throw themselves into their work. It also helps them to become great leaders because the people for whom they work feel and are inspired by their passion. Number 4. Prime leaders have complete ownership of their professional lives. They know that their careers are entirely of their own making, and though luck and chance can play a role occasionally, they take charge by creating opportunities and don't wait around for their careers to happen to them. Prime leaders also take full responsibility for both their successes and their failures. The buck stops here, and in doing so, have the power to replicate and build on the past successes and learn and avoid past failures. Number 5. Prime leaders are maniacally driven to achieve their goals. They have a clear vision of what they want to accomplish and are willing to do what's necessary to achieve those goals. This determination is evidenced in the long hours they commit to their work, the quality and quantity of the work they produce, and their willingness to take on the extra work and those dirty little jobs that others don't like to do. Research has shown that the most successful people are those who put in the most time, and determination is the engine that drives that effort. Number 6. The bottom line of the business world, of course, is results. For example, productivity, sales, and profits. Unfortunately, many business people become preoccupied with results, and this focus actually interferes with their attaining those results. The results are always in the back of the minds of prime leaders, like a computer program running in the background. They understand that to achieve the results they want, they must focus on the process. That is what they need to do in the moment to accomplish their goals. While others are talking about where they want to go, prime leaders are talking about how to get there. Number 7. Even for those with a great passion for their work, not everything they do is interesting and motivating. To the contrary, an inevitable part of pursuing success is the minutiae and the just plain boring aspects of the job. All business people will reach the point in their work that it's no longer fun or engaging. I call this the grind. Many people, when they reach the grind, either ease up or stop completely because it's just not very enjoyable. But prime leaders understand that the grind is the signal when their work really starts to count, and that this is the time that separates them from everyone else. They accept that the grind is neither fun nor interesting, and instead focus on how those mundane yet essential aspects of work will lead them to their goals, which, by the way, is the fun and interesting part. Number 8. Many people, when confronted by mistakes and failure, lose motivation and confidence to pursue their goals. They make excuses, blame others, and wallow in self-pity, none of which, of course, will help them get to where they want to go. Prime leaders, though, take responsibility for their mistakes and their failures and use them to boost their efforts. Also, rather than defensively putting those mistakes and failures behind them, prime leaders do a forensic analysis and learn from those mistakes so that they don't repeat those mistakes and failures in the future. At a deep level, prime leaders take their failures and use them to inspire and motivate them to work harder and smarter as they search for success. Number 9. An inevitable part of striving for success is that you will experience excessive demands, obstacles, and setbacks that slow or impede your progress. Such experiences can include difficult bosses, office politics, time deadlines, and insufficient resources to get the job done. They can be discouraging because they make the climb to the top more difficult or even seem sometimes insurmountable. One of the most fundamental differences between typical business people and prime leaders is that how they respond to those difficulties. Many business people perceive them as threats to avoid, causing negativity, anxiety, and a loss of motivation. But prime leaders respond with challenge, in which they're motivated to actively confront the difficulties, are confident in their ability, and remain calm and focused in their efforts. Two business people can be faced with the exact same difficulties, and all other things being equal, the one who views them as challenges will respond positively, overcome them, and achieve their goals. Finally, number 10. Perhaps the ultimate test of business people is how they react to crisis. While many perfectly capable business people crumble in the maelstrom of overload, time pressure, conflicts, and breakdowns, prime leaders respond with resolve, compromise, and decisiveness. Being a master in crisis comes from self-discipline, time-tested confidence, a focus on the essentials, emotional control, and a healthy ego. Ask yourself whether you possess any or all of these 10 qualities. If you possess most of them, you're on the road to great success. If not, make those you lack your priority in your professional development, because the simple reality is that without them, you're not likely to ever achieve your highest professional goals. I'm Dr. Jim Taylor for Prime Business Alert.